Morning. It is May 23rd, Monday morning, May 23rd. It's just now 6 o'clock. I've been awake since, I don't know, 4 o'clock or something. Had a pretty restless night's sleep. But anyhow, I was blessed to crash here at Lighthouse Baptist Church in Springfield, Missouri. The good folks here let me crash here on the side of the church, put my tent up, park old Zeke here underneath their carport last night. I was heading south, or old habits, heading west, and I could see some really ominous looking stuff that I was driving towards, and seeing as how I didn't have to be in Fort Walton Beach until Tuesday morning, and that's only at this point, around 50 miles or so away. I just decided to go ahead and, see if I was driving by. Like I said, saw the dark clouds, and I saw this church over here with the carport and some cars up here. So I decided to pull up in here and talk to these folks and see if they'd allow me to stay. And sure enough, they did, thankfully. And I went ahead and visited with them for a decent amount before the service yesterday evening, because I got here at like 4, and the service didn't end up starting until 6. But anyhow, visited with them quite a bit, met some good people, and then young man, Pastor Thomas, brought the message at 6, and heard a good message from him. So it was definitely a blessing to be here with these folks. Josh was a young man I met when I first got here, and he set the ball rolling as far as reaching out to the pastors and stuff and seeing if I could stay. And his wife and newborn were here, and his mother-in-law was in from Massachusetts. Linda, it was good to meet her as well. And let's see, I met Charlie, and met Charlie. Let's see, who else? Miss Laura. And again, Pastor Thomas, Pastor Bob, a neat guy from Maine, who's sounds like he's lived everywhere in Texas and West Virginia, and now pastoring a church here. He's been here for like the past 12 years or so. Zach, young man, attends here, and I believe that's about all the folks I met and got their names from. But anyhow, it's good to be here with you all, and good to meet you guys, and I sure appreciate you letting me camp here last night. And that said, the pastor had mentioned that the law may show up and right up in here and see what's going on. And sure enough, at some point during the morning, there was a flashlight shining in the tent, and a guy speaking to me, and yeah, it was the law. But he was very, he was a cool young man, and very friendly and totally respectful, and just want to check my ID, make sure I didn't have any warrants. And I'd mentioned right away that the pastor said that they might be coming up in here, and so I told him that, and I said, yeah, and you can check with Pastor Thomas if you need to. And Pastor Thomas lives in the parsonage next door, and when I threw those names out there and stuff, he didn't seem pressed at all about it. But anyhow, he did go ahead and check my ID, though, make sure I didn't have any warrants. I was reaching around for my wallet too when he was shining his light in, and I've got my Amigo laying right there with me, and I was like, I do have a handgun, and he's like, yeah, I see that. And I said, I've got my Glock, and he said, well, I've got mine too. He said, I won't go for mine if you don't go for yours. So that was fair. So anyhow, but that worked out just fine. They were just, and then another cop. Police officer showed up there, another nice young man, and spoke to him too for a few minutes before they rolled on into the night. But that said, yeah, I still just didn't sleep that well. It rained during the night, kind of. I don't know if I'd say a storm, but it rained pretty good. And again, thankfully, I was up under there, and it was blowing up under there, but where I moved some of my stuff around outside of the tent, but nothing too bad. Let's see, so yesterday I rode about 119 miles, which is a nice, amazing light day, which I am so thankful for, and I'm loving these light days. Again, just having to get that tire to where it's really made me to slow down has been such a blessing. Not being able to go there till Tuesday. Again, like I said, I've only got like 50 miles or so to get over to Henderson Beach State Park this afternoon, which is just outside of Fort Walton Beach. So again, another light day, but just the riding. I mean, the area, of course, has been great, and but again, just this light miles and everything is just totally taking it all up a notch to where I've just so been enjoying it. And this is without a doubt been I guess my favorite riding in Florida here these past 2-3 days. This coast, this Route 98 along the coast, Gulf Coast here, they call it the Forgotten Coast, and I think it's a good I guess nickname for it, because when I was riding along yesterday, before I even had heard that, saw it on signs, saw it in a poster in the restroom there at the Coastal Restaurant. But anyhow, when I was riding along, I thought, man, maybe this is what Florida was like. Had these other touristy parts of Florida, these overcrowded, populated places. Maybe it's what they were like back in the 50s or 60s. And then, sure enough, I saw, like I said, started seeing stuff for the Forgotten Coast, and so it's appropriate. Yesterday's ride also that. Like I said, I saw that lighthouse, and I think I said Heritage Point. I don't know where I got that. It was Crooked River Lighthouse. But so a neat place. That was back here close to Carabel. Apalachicola, I'm sure I spoke on yesterday, but I can't say enough good things about it. Again, new favorite town, I guess, but it was tiny, but, which was nice, of course, but just a tiny little town to where they, as they say, roll up the sidewalks on Sunday, which I believe I did say that yesterday, but place was shut down. It was neat. But over there at the restaurant, met a bunch of, number of people when I was out there messing with the bike, people coming in to eat, and just some friendly people, and met some folks coming from church, 2 men and their women, and the one stopped and wanted to pray with me, and brother, I really appreciate that. It means a lot, and I can certainly use the prayer, so thank you so much. That, and then tried to get the bike squared. I tried to use my mount that I use for my phone when I'm using it for GPS. Tried to use that as a face it outwards on my handle, on my grip, actually on my clutch side grip, and get some footage that way, since I was struggling with the GoPro. Really didn't work so well. I shot some footage, but I'm not going to do anything with it. It was pretty rough. But I am, again, continuing to work with the GoPro and starting to figure it out. I need to delete some stuff, and then I'll have room to keep using it. I guess the whole thing too with the SD card being full, that's another kind of a rookie mistake. I've had digital cameras for years, and I only went with the SD card it came with. And again, I had the battery issue before. I only went with the original battery. And I guess both, though, I'm carrying that Halo charger, so I figure I could always, just charge batteries, battery as needed, as with my phone and my GPS and all that. So I didn't think too much about another battery. And then also the SD card. I thought I've got this GoPro app to where I've got unlimited access to a cloud, and I thought I can just load everything to this cloud and get away with one card. I'd upload it to the cloud and delete footage, but that's proven to be easier said than done. And so definitely a backup card is always a good idea. So I think that's about all I got. Springfield, I think I'd said, is where I'm at. Springfield, Florida, which is just like a rock's throw down the road from Panama City. One of the guys here at the church, Charlie, had said last night Panama City's like 3 miles down the road. I guess I'm gonna go out in search of a good cup of strong strong coffee, and hopefully good coffee. But any coffee, I think it'd be good at this point. And yeah, that's it.